I was at Target a few nights ago getting some things, and as I was leaving, in front of me was a mother. She had her little boy in the cart, seated in the cart in a cart full of goods, and her little boy was having a meltdown. Maybe he was tired, maybe he wasn't feeling well. I don't know. Either way, his meter had expired, and that happens all the time. I wasn't moved or caught up in the boy's behavior. What I was really caught up in was watching the mother respond to her son. There was this calmness and steadiness to her as she pushed the cart out into the parking lot. And when she got to her car, she pulled her son out of the cart, and then before putting him into the car, just simply held him in love. And initially, the son tried to escape that embrace. There was a little bit of pushback, but he wasn't going to escape that embrace. And eventually, he allowed himself to be enfolded in his mother's embrace and love. And the sobs turned to sniffles, and the mother was able to get him into the car seat, load up her car, and be on her way. In verse 6 of Psalm 139, the psalmist wonders, where can I go to flee God's presence? And the answer the psalmist comes to discover is nowhere. Wherever we go, God will be there, wanting to hold us and embrace us, just like that mother in the parking lot of Target. And we can resist and push back, but ultimately we can't escape that presence of God and that desire of God to want to embrace us. And then I think of a journey like that Jesus made during this season of Lent, willing to go to the darkest places of pain and abandonment and rejection and death, all to show us that there is no part of our lives that are off limits from that desire on God's part to simply embrace us in love and hold that space, even the darkness, in love. And in that is a holy Lenten invitation to pause and pray today. Maybe by retracing our lives a bit and utilizing the gift of hindsight and coming to see anew that maybe in some chapters of our lives there was a love and support there, whether we realized it or not, or whether or not we allowed it in. But also today we're invited to pause and pray by simply savoring the gift. That Lent isn't so much about our efforts to find God, but about recognizing that God has already found us and will find us wherever we are, even if we're having a meltdown, even if we're sobbing, even if we're journeying through the darkest night. And all of that we come to discover, thanks to the gift of Lent, is stuff that God wants to embrace, just like that mother in the parking lot of Target. Lenten peace and blessings to you all.